Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live watch long show on Football Talk Podcast. My name is Ozzie, and I'm your host for this evening. The game is set to be underway. The players are currently lined up on the pitch right now. So, what we'll do before the game begins, we'll go through the lineup and see who has been selected to start today. So, we'll start with the home team, of course, with it being Liverpool. In goal is Mamadashvili, which is no surprise as Alisson is currently injured. And in your back line, you've got Perkes, Van Dijk, Konate, and Conor Bradley to start at right back. And then you've got McAllister and Gravenberch forming the usual double pivot from last season. And then no Florian Wirtz, he's not starting today. So it's Gakpo on the left, Mohamed Salah on the right, and Szoboszlai in that advanced midfield role. And then you've got our record signing Alexander Isak starting for Liverpool today. Now, in terms of our opponents, let's present their lineup for today as well. So this is the Manchester United setup. They have gone for Lamens in goal, and they've got Luke Shaw on that left-hand side, Maguire in the middle, and they've got De Ligt on that right-hand side over back three. I really hope Liverpool look at that defense line and pretty much target De Ligt because he's not a player that has a lot of speed, and he's not a player that's comfortable on the wings. So that's an area that I expect Gakpo and Kirkes to really exploit and try and dig out a bit of a weakness from this United backline. And in terms of your midfield four, you got Dalot on the left, Diallo on that right hand side, Casemiro and Fernandez to complete the midfield. I'm a little bit surprised that Casemiro starting this one as well as Diallo. I would have expected Dogu to come on and play on that left hand side and have Dalot on the other side, but they've gone for a different team selection. Now, in terms of the front three, I don't think this is how United will set up, but we'll just go based on what we're seeing on our display. So we've got Cunha on the left, Mbeumo on the right, and Mason Mount playing as the striker. I don't think that's going to be the setup. I expect it to be Cunha playing up top with Mason Mount on that left hand side and Mbeumo on that right hand side. So I'm expecting that to be the shape and the formation of United. So in terms of the team, slightly different to what I predicted in the match preview. But having said that, quite a similar sort of setup, similar sort of profile, and for me, a team that I'm not too concerned about. But from a Liverpool point of view, we have to be aggressive. We have to start on the front foot and score the first goal. If we leave it until the latter stage of the game, it's going to be nervous for Liverpool. It's considering that we've lost three back-to-back games, we need to go back to winning ways. We need to perform to our capabilities. So hopefully Liverpool can do that today. So I can see the players getting ready on the pitch. So let me know in the chat in terms of the score predictions. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Liverpool. In terms of the goal scorers, I went for Florian Wirtz, but he's not starting, so maybe he'll come on as a later sub and score the last goal of the game. But I'm also going for Alexander Isak, and I'm also going for Mohamed Salah to score to make it 3-0. So yeah, let me know in the chat what your score prediction is. Just got a couple comments here from Ozan Kabak. Big up Ozan Kabak. He says, I'm bloody nervous, Ozzy. I don't know why. It's only my night, but we're in terrible form. I understand your concerns in terms of, being nervous because we haven't been performing well. And it's not just the results. We have, definitely performed at a lesser standard. Considering the players that we have in our squad, we haven't played to our ability. So, I do understand, United, Liverpool fans being nervous, facing United today. But I'm just hoping, Liverpool have a different energy and we actually play the game rather than the occasion, because that's what we've done against United in the past. So hopefully it's a different scenario that we really, you know, play against a team that are 11th in the league and not look at who the team is, not look at who the badge is. So that's something we know we have to have a different approach. So let's see how it goes. But I have huge confidence in the team that will get the result. And hopefully, the players can hit the ground running very, very soon. So right now, we're just approaching the first minute of the game. You've got Amad Diallo running on that right-hand side. Through ball to Mbeumo. Flipping hell, they've just scored. Can you believe it? United have scored the first goal of the game in the opening minute. Now, that is not what was written in the script. And that is a very, very annoying start to the game. Not what Liverpool wanted, and unfortunately, we're going to need a reaction. This is absolutely diabolical. We've got McAllister on the ground. I'm not sure what happened to him, so we'll have to look at a replay there. Ozzy come out with the comment saying FFS. What on earth is this defense doing? I have no idea. Let's have a look at the replay. So it looks like there was a bit of a head clash between Mbeumo and McAllister. If that is the case, the goal should not stand because you are supposed to. No, I don't think that's a foul, to be fair. I think it's Van Dijk and Mbeumo, jump in the air, trying to get the ball. But of course, McAllister's in front of them and he's taking the full effect there. Mohamed Ashwili maybe should have done better there. The ball did touch his knee. Konate was at full stretch. That's a poor goal to concede, honestly. That's a tough one to take so early in the game. 1 minute, 1 second it took United to open break the deadlock, I should say, or open the scoreline in terms of the actual score right now. McAllister's on the ground. He hasn't moved since the goal took place. Gravenberch looks a bit confused in terms of what's going on. Let's have a look at the replay. So you got Van Dijk, Mbeumo jumping. I don't know if it's Van Dijk's direct sort of connection there. I feel like it's a combination of two, with Mbeumo and Van Dijk in between the two players there. He's onside, so there's no debate about that. And the finish, uh, not a great goal to concede, unfortunately. It's a head injury, so let's see if this gets ruled out. Doesn't look like it will. Because they'll always present the rules in different light. Generally when there's a head injury, you stop the game. But you know, the narrative might be a bit different where because he wasn't directly involved in that duel, he's not really involved in the game as such. But there's always a grey area when it comes to these sort of decisions, which is quite annoying. Looks like McAllister has to wear some sort of headgear right now. He's wearing a bit of like a swimming hat right now. Maybe because he's cut his head open, which yeah, of course it's not ideal. But look, the game resumes. We've got to focus and try and react the right way, and I try and get the equalizer as soon as possible. Bradley, come on, got to be stronger than that. So as I expected, Mason Mount playing on that left hand side, and it's Cunha up top. Not sure why Google thought that it was going to be Mason Mount up front. I don't think he's ever played in that role in his whole life. Kirkes on the ball to Gakpo. They scored the goal so quickly that I haven't even got the scoreboard up on screen. So let me bring up the scoreboard, unfortunately, which is obviously not a good sort of a good sort of light for us, but got to do the formalities, haven't we? There we go. So that is the scoreboard right there. Gakpo, through on goal. Low cross. Nah, not the best of deliveries, to be honest with you. Kirkes keeps in play. There's about 5 players in the box. Can he whip in a good cross? Salah. Poor first touch there from Salah. Ozzy come back said they haven't beat us at Anfield for over a decade. Yeah, 2016 was the last time they beat us through a way Rooney finished. So yeah, it's been a long time that they've beaten us there. So hopefully today's not the day. 'Cause right now, that's not ideal for us, is it? Um, Ozan said, if they beat us today, I've lost all confidence in Stoke to turn this around. There'll be more pressure on him, without a shadow of a doubt. And I do understand it. But I feel like I know he's only in his second year at the club, but I do feel like he's got enough credit to, change the outcome of the season or try and embed his tactics with the current team right now. So let's see how it goes. But I hear it. I do understand. People do feel more of a frustration or if they have doubts with regards to the coach. Let's have a look at this goal. No, so for me, that's a Van Dijk error. It's not on Konate. Konate's pretty much got the player behind him, which is Cunha. I'm not with that. I think that's a Van Dijk error. That's a misjudgment from the captain. Because he's not man marking anyone. He's not got anyone around him. He's just running down the line, and for him to point at Konate to cover his man as well as Konate's man, for me that's not acceptable. So that's an error from our captain, unfortunately, and so early in the game as well. Yes, that's not the way to start the game. Um, Van Dijk, sorry, other class says 100% Van Dijk at fault. Ozzy, man switched off. I agree. I completely agree with you. That's how I feel as well. You can't just point behind you and say expect the man to cover your back. That's not how it works. You've made that run. You're supposed to complete the job and try and make that crucial block or intercept to some extent. He did neither of those things. So for me, that's definitely an error from the captain. But he needs to rectify. Oh my god, what on earth was that from Kirkes? I've never seen a foul throw like that in my whole life. Gakpo to Kirkes. Oh, no, it's not a foul. Come on. Got to be strong in those moments there. This is what we need to see more of. Kirkes and Gakpo interchanging on that left-hand side. We got to try and, expose Dillick's lack of pace. For me, he's not comfortable on the flanks as a right-sided centre-back in the back three. It's not his role. So we need to, exploit that further. Isak, I think it's his first touch of the game. Goes past Maguire. But unfortunately, Fernandez tracks back and helps out his teammate there. Throw it to Liverpool. Alistair. Alistair's feeling the worst today, isn't he? How is the free kick to Manchester United? What's wrong with this referee? Isn't he having a laugh? He got fouled by Casemiro. Oh, this referee's an absolute idiot. Ridiculous. Maguire. The game's gone go so quick, hasn't it? It's almost 12 minutes in. I just feel like Liverpool haven't done much at all. Which is a little bit worried, to be honest with you. We've not had a shot anywhere near goal right now, haven't we? Kirkers to get too close. They got be spread out a bit more. Oh, that's a poor pass from Van Dijk to McAllister. Hey, thank you, referee. You can give decisions to Liverpool. Well done. Oh, he does have an eyesight. Fantastic. Right, so Bosnia had to take the free kick. It's not a direct free kick. So he's got to try and aim it towards that far post, close towards where Van Dijk is. Oh, Salah took it first time. Van Dijk with the header. That was the opportunity to, if I'm not sure. So look, so great delivery though. Van Dijk just doesn't read the ball really well, does he? Stretching for it, not a clear cut chance as such, but a player of his ability and standard, I would expect him to try and hit the target at least. Not the header. Suppose like miscontrolled that unfortunately. I'm on McAllister. He's got to be stronger. He's getting out muscled by Cunha, and that's not the first time either. Not on the ball. It was like lovely pass to Salah, beautifully. Hey Salah, come on, control it. Salah, come on, focus. Diallo on the right hand side. Come on, hooks it towards Dallo. But poor control there. Bradley capitalizes. Come on, Bradley, release the ball. Why are you on an amazing run from literally the touchline there? Hmm. Looks like Liverpool playing more of a 4-3-3 right now with Gravenberch playing as the single pivot, and then you've got Szoboszlai and McAllister further up in your advanced midfield role, which makes sense to be fair. Which is the shape I'm expecting from Liverpool, but we've not been effective right now, so we've got to really switch up now. Gakpo, Granberg holds the ball really well. Salah, lovely pass to Bradley. Bradley, can you whip it across? Only as far as Maguire. Maguire clears it for a Liverpool throw-in. Come on, make movement, guys. Come on. Isak lays up to Salah. Lovely touch from Salah. Salah to Isak. Isak back to Salah. Shaw does enough to make that crucial block there. Ozzie with the comment. He says, "Why is Maka just getting played around like a training corner before Ozzy?" Honestly, I don't know. It's a concern for me. I'm not going to lie because this is not what we're used to seeing with McAllister. McAllister is not a player that gets breezed past so easily from our opponents or opposition. It's a big concern. And honestly, I don't want to sound a bit far fetched, but if this is the way he's going to play going forward, we're gonna have to upgrade him on the team and add a new midfielder to our ranks. Hang on, handball appeal. Michael Oliver has walked away. I need to see a replay because I can't trust this referee one bit. Let's have a look. Gakpo. That's a pen. That's a penalty. But it's not that close. It's not like 1 yard away. There's a bit of distance, but this is outrageous. There's not even looking at it, are they? Wow. The world is against us. That's what it feels like right now. Thought life there. That was a penalty for me. You know, I understand that it was quite close, but the thing is, it was it was they handball in the box. What else can I say? So I don't know. I don't agree with that decision at all. And for them not even reviewing it makes it even worse. Dismissing like he didn't even touch the hand, like it was the wrong body part or something along those lines. Better from Konate, strong in that challenge against Mason Mount. Poor pass from Groundberg to Bosley. Lovely pass to Salah. Salah through to Gakpo. Lovely pass. Gakpo, good touch. He shoots. Oh, it's fast. Much better play there from Liverpool. More of that, please. That's what we need to see. Callister. Lovely pass to Bradley. Come on. Why just kill the ball there? Salah inside the box. Bradley to Groundberg. A poor pass from Bradley. Bradley just doesn't seem like he's in tune with everyone today. Gakpo. Bosley. Too much on that ball in the end. But that was the best move from a Liverpool point of view. Lovely through ball from Salah to Gakpo. Gakpo with a great first touch, puts him in a position to take that first time shot, throws it around the ball. Fortunately, just hits the outside of the post and wasn't able to convert. So yeah, very unlucky there from the Dutchman. That goes to Gakpo to ground back. Come on, guys, find that opening. McAllister, lovely pass to Gakpo. Trying to hit through to Szoboszlai, just slightly too much on that ball. Lovely pass from Salah, and that touch, great touch. Keeper was beaten. Just needed a bit of spin in that shot. So unlucky, so unlucky there. All clearance from the goalkeeper, but just about finds the United player there. Salah, press on Shaw. Bunya to Diallo. Oh, Fernandez with the shot. Hit it with real power, but no accuracy at all. That is a big chance for United. They should have scored, to be honest with you. Just doesn't wrap his foot around it, does he? Side foot shot. Oh, did it hit the outside of the box? The post, sorry. Not sure. But it looks like it did, to be fair. Let's have a look at this week. Yeah, there we go. Much better angle from here. Yes, he does. Hits the outside of the post. Oh, Liverpool got lucky there, let's be honest. Poe needs to try that ball quicker than that. Come on. This took too long. Just waiting for that bounce. And that allowed Ahmad to just put the pressure on him. And then he's got himself a throw in. Last pass from Konate to Szoboszlai to McAllister. First time shot. Bit of a team effort. Snatched that, didn't he? And Bemo. Cunha. Ah, Mamadashvili. Almost causing another disruption there. To McAllister. McAllister's just not getting a grip on this game, has he? Oh, that's a poor pass. That's really does well to make that crucial block. Oh, Liverpool are all over the place right now. Ozzie the comment says, "Man, that's really playing like he's nervous as F Ozzy. Don't think he's ready for a big game." Yeah, he looks nervous, but obviously this is how he's going to gain that experience. Unfortunately, he's going to have to be put into these sort of games, and he's got a float of sink, isn't it? Unfortunately, that's the reality. But yeah, he's looked nervous to be fair. But at the same time, he did well to keep the score 1-0 right now. So that easily could have been 2-0. Maybe should be 3 with that Bruno Fernandes chance earlier on. Perkins of the cross. Isak! Oh, drags it wide. Didn't really get real contact on it, did he? Come on. Why am I taking so long to take your throw in? James from going back. Okay, with the header. And Burma. Overkins Van Dijk. Good covering there from Kirk as well. Van Dijk. Just not getting close to his man at all, is he? Oh, overplayed by Salah. Goal kick to United. This is nerve-wracking. Now back to Van Dijk. Kerkez to Van Dijk. Long walk top towards. That's a lovely pass. Isak to Gakpo. With the cross, lifts the ball over. Oh, I feel like it hit the post. Gakpo on the ball. The cross to Salah with the header. Straight at the keeper there. Well, Yeah, hits the post. Come on, take your time, isn't it? Le Mans. Good battle there from McAllister off a Memo. Gakpo. No, loses the ball there. Dangerous position. That's a Liverpool throw in. Latte through to Isak. Isak through again. Oh, can I pass it to McAllister? Was he offside? Let's have a look. A lovely ball from Konate to Isak. I actually see Konate do a lot more of that. That's how you're gonna, unlock stubborn defenses like, a United team. But he should have scored. That is bread and butter for Isak. Should have hit the back of the net. Van Dijk. Nice pass to Salah. Pass there. Not really on, is it? Nah, couldn't you force the ground? Come on. Continue play. Van Dijk. A lovely turn from Gravenberch. Oh, almost finds Gakpo there. Ozzie with the comment says we need Verts, Ekitike and Robertson on at the half Aussie. This 11 is so disjointed. I wouldn't take Isak off at halftime personally. I feel like he's slowly getting into the game. He's had a couple of shots, or the last one was a real chance, but he's been in and around the box. So I think playing for another 15 minutes in the second half, see how he does. In terms of Verts, yep, I'll probably bring him on in place of McAllister because I don't feel like McAllister's shown his dominance at all in this game. And I've actually been not impressed, that's the wrong word, but I think Kirkers has done all right so far. But I would probably, ask Robertson to warm up when the second half begins because that is a viable option for us going forward. So, yeah, in terms of the names you mentioned, definitely players that I expect to be involved in this game today. And Bemo, kick the back of Gakpo there. What's going on? Michael Oliver just wants to forget that, right? Let's have a look. Oh, come on. That has to be a booking. I was like saying Isak has to finish the. Yeah, he did. That should have been a goal. That should have been the equaliser right there. Also, Conor Bradley for me needs to be involved a little bit more. So I think Frimpong would be a viable option in the second half as well because he's not really got onto the ball much. He's not really been effective in the game so far. Was like the corner kick headed away by Samiro. Bradley towards Van Dijk. Oh, come on. So when he gets clipped from behind, he gets a free kick. But when it happens to Gakpo, nothing happens, right? It just gets ignored. Referee's an absolute joke. That's the same kind of foul that happened literally a minute ago with Gakpo. Well, what ended up happening was Michael Ollis having a chit chat with Fernandez. Free kick for United. Aye, Gakpo. What on earth was that? Wayward clearance there. That just goes over the bar. Could have gone anywhere, to be fair. Need to get that equalizer before half time. Cleared away by Konate, who does really well, to be fair. Cleared away by Jaquez. Come on, Konate. Should have done a measured header to one of your players, either Szoboszlai or McAllister there. Didn't have to go for a powerful one. Got to think smartly sometimes. Van Dijk left exposed there. Konate does really well to cover for the captain. Konate's had a good game so far, to be fair. But yeah, good tackle there from Konate again. Okay. Salah. Okay, Bradley. Use that cross. Come on. You have to go right down the byline all the time. Come on. Come back. Kirkes. Cross. Headed away by Luke Shaw. Come on, Gakpo. Use your strength. Don't let him boot the ball like that. What can I say? Not the best of crosses there from Kirkes. Good clears there from Van Dijk. Mm. 4 minutes of stoppage time. From Bradley to Isak. Isak to Salah. Lovely pass from Salah to Bradley. Bradley with the long cross. Just couldn't find somebody like there. Clearance from Delete. Corner kick to Liverpool. Oh, it's a throw-in, sorry. Back. Kirkes. Corner kick to Liverpool. Corner kick taken. Back. Oh, Gravenberg. Really? It's a rush back to the keeper when the whole team is up front. Go Gakpo to Van Dijk. Van Dijk with the cross. Conor Bradley to Salah. Come on, Salah. That's not a foul. You oh, behave. The guy's falling to ground because he's out of breath. That's why. That's absolute joke. That's a foul there. I will go past Turquez. Turquez fouled by Amad Diallo there. Szoboszlai, lovely touch from Szoboszlai. Grab it back to Bradley. Oh, poor touch from Bradley. What was that? Salah. And that is the halftime whistle. Liverpool nil, Manchester United 1. United scoring the opening minute of the game through an Embremo finish. For me, diabolical start to the game. Liverpool, just trying to paint the positive picture right now. They did improve towards the latter stages of this first half. But for me, it's not acceptable to concede that kind of goal. And let's be frank, I have to put the blame on Van Dijk for that one. He was literally running in the line, not really covering or man marking anyone. Tried to put the blame on Konate because he was behind him, but Konate was already marking Cunha in that moment. So for me, yeah, an awful moment there for the Reds. And look, substitutions would need to be made. I'm expecting to see the likes of Verts come on at some point, Robertson possibly, Ekitike as well, potentially as well. Chiesa, who's used to, grabbing a goal here and there. So hopefully, we'll get some changes. I'm just going to go through some of the comments before we go for a break. Um, just got a comment here from Uri. He's got a smiley face. Big up Uri, that's a friend of mine. And the United fans, I hope you're well. I was gonna say diabolical first half, Ozzie. Yeah, diabolical is definitely the word that I'm thinking in my head. Diabolical, shambolic, it's all the same. But yeah, we need to improve. The only positive that I can take is that we got better as the game went on. But United still had chances. You had that opportunity from Bruno Fernandes where hit the outside of the post. I thought he should have buried it, to be fair. And then we had that little mishap where clearances weren't being made. And Mamadashvili had to save a shot from Mason Mount, I believe it was. So it could have easily been 3-0 down from a Liverpool point of view. So Liverpool probably count themselves a bit lucky that we're not trailing with a bigger scoreline. So hopefully, Armstrong can get some tactical tweaks done in the second half. Change personnel. I think that needs to be done as well. And hopefully, we can see a better performance in the second half. So until then, we'll take a short break. And then once I return, we can discuss potential substitutes that can come on, and then see, what tactical tweaks can be done or should be done in the second half. So I'll be with you guys very, very shortly. So yeah, see you guys very, very soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second half of Liverpool versus Manchester United. Before the second half begins, I thought it might be worth just presenting some tactical tweaks that we can do going into this second half and hopefully get something out of the game in the end. So, in terms of the current setup, I don't think we're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. This is the kind of setup that I'm seeing as a 4-3-3 with Gravenberch playing in that single pivot. You got McAllister and Sabozlai playing as your advanced number eights there. In terms of the current team, I think the best player, if I was to pick one right now, not many to be fair. Konate's having a good game, to be honest with you. Uh, Gravenberch's been decent. Szoboszlai has been energetic. Salah has been more involved and trying to have an impact in the game, as well as Gakpo. So better performances from the two wide players there. Isak hasn't really got involved in the game as much. Of course, had a great chance when he was through and goal, but didn't really capitalize in that moment. So for me, there definitely needs to be a few tweaks going into the second half. I don't know if it's going to be done right away. We'll soon find out shortly. But I think McAllister has to come off for Florian Wirtz. That's the automatic substitution there, in my opinion. Now it'll be interesting to see. Do we change our shape where we play with a double pivot and have Florian Wirtz having a free role in an advanced midfield role, or do we currently stick to the setup that we have? For me, it's probably the latter, where it's the same setup where Gravenberch is protecting the back line. So Bosnia playing in that right-sided role, and then Florian Wirtz playing in this sort of attacking midfield role, but from a left-sided point of view. So that's the like-for-like substitution that I would want to see going forward. Um, and then that would be the immediate substitution for me. I would like to see Frimpong come on at some point. I don't think Conor Bradley has been effective at all, to be honest with you. So for me, bring on Frimpong. He'll provide that creative or attacking outlet from that right hand side. Um, he's going with his directness. United will have to push back a little bit. If he's effective on the ball. So for me, it'll be worth bringing him in on because Conor Bradley hasn't done well. And whenever he has had the ball, he's either killed the play there with, silly touches or overplaying it a little bit, or it's just lost momentum in some shape or form. So for me, it would be more positive to have a player like Frimpong who's more direct and can provide an outlet to Salah on the overlapping run there. So that's what I would go for as it stands. I see McAllister's on the pitch, wearing his special headgear right now, so he's not being substituted anytime soon. Um, Kirkes has looked a bit shaky, so maybe we bring on Robertson at some point as well, just to um, settle the back line a little bit. But I don't think it's an urgent substitution that needs to be done. So that's three substitutions there. At some point, Ekitike will have to come on. So if Isak, isn't scoring, then we got to bring on the French striker who's been in good form in recent weeks. And that's the current step I'd go for. If Gakpo or Salah, aren't involved as much, then I'd bring on Chiesa. Um, but I'll probably give them to the benefit of that they are allowed to play more minutes in this game just because they seem a bit more up for it. I think because it's United, they are definitely rising to the occasion. So I'm going to go for four substitutions in Verts, Frimpong, Robertson, and Ekitike. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So hopefully, we get some sort of changes in the second half. But speaking of second half, the match has just begun. So let's go back into uh, our normal scheduling, I guess, in terms of the game right now. A couple comments there from Ozzie saying, sad Ozzie, but I take a draw right now to avoid embarrassment. I hear you, but a draw, yeah, of course, is better than actually losing the game. But I feel like Liverpool just need to show more. We just haven't done that today so far. Salah on the ball right now to Bradley. Ah, Bradley, take him off now. Take him off now. How are you going to fluff up that kind of chance there? Completely miscued there. He's been woeful today. Take him off. I've seen enough. And that was that second comment embarrassing in itself, the dire state of affairs. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Let's not beat around the bush. You know, if we were to lose this game, that's four back-to-back defeats in all competitions, three in the Premier League to be precise. It's not good enough at all for Liverpool point of view. Capos conceded a foul there on Bruno Fernandes. Free kick to Manchester United. That's soft. Don't think it's a direct free kick. Quite a bit of distance from the goal, so I'm expecting them to present a training ground routine of some sort. Fernandes to Diallo. Fernandes. Pastor makes the crucial block. Liverpool on the counter. Hurry up, McAllister. So slow. Ground back through to Gakpo. Oh, for God's sake. Come on. The thing is, Shauna knew exactly what he was doing there, and it is a foul. You know, it's just that Liverpool weren't smart enough to avoid that situation there. That ball to Sabozai wasn't great either. Groundback overplayed it. Two Gakpo should have been laid off to Sabozai. But when you are in that kind of motion there, the defender's always going to get that foul, unfortunately. So Hassa took really too long there to release that ball. Sabozai on the ball. Throw it to Liverpool. Hey, come on, foul on Salah there. Salah the free kick to Gakpo. Controls and shoots. Oh, it's in the post again. Oh, come on. Luck doesn't seem to be on our side today, is it? Come on. Now you've got United on the counter attack. Ah, unlucky there from Gakpo. Hold on a second. Gakpo's turned into Darwin Nunes and shoots. Shots have a magnet to the post. Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it? It's a great shot. That was so unlucky. Keeper beaten. Even the defender didn't get anything on that clearance. Oh, groundwork's on the ground. That doesn't look good. Oh, that's a dirty foul there. Look like he hit his studs on the back of his heel there. Oh. 40 minutes still to play. No substitutions as of yet. I'm expecting Slot to make some tweaks or some changes very, very soon. So Verts have been asked to warm up now. Not sure if groundwork will continue. We'll just have to wait and see. Bradley to Szoboszlai. Hmm. Yellow card for Diallo. Oh no, that's a dirty tackle. Look at his foot's in the air. Look, his studs are up and it's on his ankle. Behave yourself. The yellow card is the right call there. Not a sending off. I'm not saying that, but free kick to Liverpool. Szoboszlai, lovely executed there. Maguire makes a crucial block with his buckhead there. Another corner kick for Liverpool. Corner kick for Liverpool. Ah, Salah with the volley. They've done better there, to be fair. The execution, not the right one, to be fair. Hit the volley, but it bounced over the goal there. Scuffed it. Yeah, it should have hit the target for me. Little Bradley. Two ground back. Salah to Isak. Isak, come on, can't be taking shots from there. Corner kick to Liverpool. Come on. Is this the moment that Liverpool can get the equaliser? Suppose the corner kick. Ah, what's happened there? What foul was that? Honestly, some of the fouls that have got today, you have to question the credibility of these referees. Got away with murder in some moments, honestly. Who cares? Ah, poor touch there. Too eager to get past Diallo. Needed to be more calculated in that moment. Bradley. Long ball up top. Just hit and hope. I'm not feeling this kind of approach from Conor Bradley. He needs to do better there. Liverpool need to get control of this game now. Mount to Dallo. Good block there from Gravenberch. Salah skips past. Oh, come on. That's a foul. Definitely yellow. No arguments there. Looks like Ugarte is coming on for Casemiro. Like for that substitution there. You also see Dorgu come on as well. He's a live wire on that left hand side. So United are going for it. Liverpool got to react. And we've got to make some changes ourselves. Not, I'm very surprised why Liverpool haven't made any changes so far. So they're going for Dorgu on the left, and then you've got Dallo on the right hand side. So they've got a better balance now in this team, in my opinion. Then from Groundback, Perkez to Gakpo. Ah, he slips. Come on, what's going on there? Van Dijk loses possession there. Needs to track back. Vineyard falls to ground. Ball pass there from United in the end. Liverpool have possession of the ball again. Oh, players just aren't making runs. Salah was trying to go for a darting run there, but Gravenberch didn't read it. Too static right now. No energy, no movement whatsoever. Oh, Salah to McAllister. McAllister shoots over the bar. Probably our best chance in the second half so far. Bringing on Sesko for Mason Mount. We'll see Verts, Ekitike, and Curtis Jones making an appearance, which is rightly timed in my opinion. Brownback has to be taken off, unfortunately, due to picking up that slight knock earlier on. More of a precautionary substitution, I think. That's a substitution. It's Ozwrld as well. And Conor Bradley has been taken off as well. So interesting substitutions here. So it looks like Liverpool have gone for the attacking formation, which I predicted in the match preview. We're going for 4-2-4. So both lie at right back. You've got Jones. Hold on. Szoboszlai to Ekitike to Isak. And Verts and Curtis Jones as your double pivot is a risk. But I feel like Slot feels like a risk needs to be taken. Whether it comes through, only time will tell. As I'm saying, finally, Ekitike and Verts. Yeah, finally they've come on. Ball pass from Luke Shaw there. But Liverpool. I was going to say quick with the throwing, but Kirkes needs to learn how to throw the ball. That's the second time he's fluffed it up. Oh, Gakpo. Nice touch there. To Ekitike. Lovely play from Ekitike. Driving the ball. He shoots! Fortunately, high and wide, but good burst of speed there from the attacker. That's what we need in a team. Some a bit of drive, a bit of imagination. That's exactly what he produced there. Salah! Oh my God, he's missed it. Oh, come on. Oh, I said man sent that ball all the way to Frankfurt. Yeah, that went to distance, didn't it? Got me a little bit excited, I'm not gonna lie. Salah shot. Why did it go to outside of his boot? Not even outside. Like the technique felt like it was outside, but I shot curled in the other corner. Now Salah, I don't know. Awkward technique though. That's not what he would normally do in that situation. Oh my God. Van Dijk kicks the ball onto Kirk's face. That's probably blame Kirk's for that moment there, but hey, Botfly hooks the ball away for clearance. Oh, that's really gets the ball. Kerkez, Jones gets the ball up top towards who? Salah? That's a poor ball from Jones. What was that? Come on, Jones. You gotta do better than that. Oh, excuse me. Jones to Kerkez. Latte. Ah, Van Dijk. What are you doing? What kind of pass was that? Gotta get it together, honestly. Good tackle from Isak to Ekatike. Lovely play from Ekatike to Jones. Ah, Jones tries to lay it off for Gakpo, but not enough pace on that ball. Oh, decent cross there from Dogu, but no one in the United team want to stay away from Liverpool on the counter. Verts to Ekatike. Shoots! Oh, just goes wide. Nice with the header. Verts. Oh, Salah running away from the ball. That's not what you wanted there. It's that Chiesa is making an appearance. Probably to replace Gakpo, I would say. DK. Szoboszlai. Salah. Verts with the cross. Oh, keeper almost dropped it there. 20 minutes less, still 1-0 to United. The pass to Dogu. Miscontrolled there. I'll take that all day long. Looks like Chiesa is coming on to replace Isak. So Chiesa playing more central, or does that mean Salah goes more central and it's Chiesa on the right hand side? Let's see. I'll probably say Chiesa through the middle would make more sense, to be fair. There you go. Look at that Chiesa producing the press there. Sesko making a clearance there offside anyway, but Konate wasn't to know. Going back on the ball. Lovely turn there to Salah. Salah, come on with the first time cross. Got to do better than that. Took way too long there. I was gonna come out with the comment says Konate is actually has actually made Van Dijk look good this game. Van Dijk has been dreadful. Yeah, I would say Konate has been very dominant today, and Van Dijk has definitely been a shadow of himself. He's not done a good performance at all today, unfortunately. Konate to Chiesa. Chiesa loses the ball. Jones intercepts. Chiesa! Oh, the ball just couldn't find itself on the ground. It's bobbling everywhere. Van Dijk, Jones to Gakpo. Gakpo the cross to Salah. You got to try and find the players in the penalty box, not always towards Salah. Oh, suppose that looks like he's hurt. Oh, sorry, Chiesa that was. Goes driving the ball. Great play from Jones. Nice, he does really well. TK to Jones. Gakpo versus Salah. Szoboszlai. Oh, Salah just couldn't get out of his feet there. Liverpool applying the pressure, but can't get anything clean on goal right now. I was gonna say running out of time was it yet? We've only got about 14, 15 minutes left plus stoppage time. Got to make it count now. And let's hope this is the start from the corner kick. The header from Gakpo. It's another corner kick to the Reds. Yeah. Dallo, the block, I think it was. Corner kick from Szoboszlai. So inverts, poor header there. Good tackle from Van Dijk. Lovely turn from Ekitike. Ekitike. Bats! Oh, it's all over the place. Yes! Come on! Come on! That I don't know what happened there, but he hit the back of the net. That's all that counts. It was coming. Liverpool were applying the pressure. And Liverpool got what they deserved in the end. And look, Ozan said, time's running out. We've got enough time to get that winner now. Let's have a look. Good play from Chiesa. He's onside. He's onside. Behave yourself, Jamie Carragher. Lovely finish. Almost missed it, to be fair. Here, right in the corner, but hey, don't care about that sort of stuff. It's hit the back of the net. And Gakpo's probably been one of our better players today, to be fair. Other than saying I was right to be nervous in this performance, enough time to realize exactly. The tables have turned now. The momentum has shifted. Can Liverpool get that winner? I think we can. So let's go. Let's hope we can do that. See Frimpong also getting ready as well. So Slot not playing games. He wants to get that win today. He's desperate to get that win, and rightly so. Dogu. Dogu the throw in. Great defending by Subas. Look at that strength. And foul there for the Reds. Look at that. Great play by Szoboszlai. Chiesa. Lovely touch from Chiesa. Salah to Ekitike. Verts. Lovely play from Verts. Chiesa still has the ball. Salah. Come on, guys. We can do this. Come on. Chiesa. Come on. Szoboszlai for Chiesa. Chiesa with a cross. Back to Jones. Jones to Verts. Kirkes. Jones again. Salah. Can he keep in play? No, he can't. Ah, United are definitely bringing up some defensive reinforcements in Euro and Manu, I think that is. No touch there from United. Should be a Liverpool throw in. Oh, that's a bit of a risky one from Sabozlai. Can't do that from that distance. It's adding pressure on us for no reason. Sabozlai does really well, but it was his wrongdoing in the end with that throw in. What's Gary Neville talking about? Talking absolute nonsense. We've got momentum now. And he's like, I don't feel Liverpool look safe. What are you talking about? Talking rubbish. I say he's talking rubbish. And they've got the second goal. Can you believe it? Oh, that was not deserved at all. Liverpool just can't defend set pieces or any aerial duels in any shape or form. Other than saying TV off, I don't blame you, to be fair. Don't blame you. Yeah, no chance for the keeper. It was a good header. Oh, that is very annoying. But we need to try and get an equalizer. We need to get something out of this game. Not walking away with 0 points here. Was like, Frimpong has actually come onto the pitch. Who's he been taken off for? For Mohamed Salah. Okay. Not too surprised, to be fair. So was like, come on. So was like in a central position to Jones. Jones to Gakpo. Back to Szoboszlai. To Frimpong. Lovely play from Frimpong! Oh, Frimpong! Should have scored. Point blank header there. Hits it wide. Oh, it's a poor miss. That could have been a swift response there. Ah, someone's like, come on. Oh, come on. Mm. 3 minutes left plus stoppage time. Oh my God. Delay had a good chance to take all 3 points with the third goal there. Perez driving the ball on that left-hand side. Come on. Can't do all that running, just pass the Gakpo. Ekitike to Verts. Verts to Keza. Keza unable to hold on to the ball. Szoboszlai. Good touch from Szoboszlai to Verts. Frimpong to Szoboszlai. Ah, Frimpong loses it. Frimpong with the cross. Good defending there from Dalot because that was going straight to Gakpo. With the cross. Good touch from Konate. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Shut up, Gary Neville. Gakpo with the cross. Jones. Szoboszlai. Jones. Corner kick there. Uh-huh. So was like the cross. Bad delivery there. Corner kick. Come on, Liverpool. For the cross. Chiesa to Kerkez. Ah, terrible cross from Kerkez. Not on the ball to Kerkez. Ah, Gakpo loses the ball there. United on the counter. Through Sesko. Chiesa does really well to win that tackle. Oh, good idea from Jones to Gakpo. But just like too much on that ball in the end. But Jones has made a difference. He's come on, been more progressive with his more playing ability there. Unlike, the players we had earlier on. Was like, got about 4 minutes left. Okay, Kez. Like to Frimpong. He's got the ball. Nice play there. Ah, he's dragged him to the ground. Absolute prick, that linesman. Yeah, literally dragged him to the ground. That's a pro wrestling move right there. Absolute twat. Okay, look we were throwing. Kirkus to Jones. Suppose like, there you go. Oh, heavy touch. Come on. Get up, Gakpo. Chiesa with the cross. TK. Chiesa. What can he do? Oh, tries to find someone in the middle of the park. Or should I say middle of the box? Chiesa to Verts. Verts to Kirkes. Gato in the block there. It's got a minute and a half now. Can Liverpool get that equaliser? Verts on that left-hand side to Capo. Oh, Galate! Like he was defending for the opponent rather than anything else. Well, that was the moment there. Not long to go. It's a terrible result there. Liverpool lose 2-1 to Manchester United at Anfield. Absolute joke that is. Lost for words in terms of what's happened today. Absolute joke. I'm lost for words. But yeah, let's wrap it up today. We will do a match reaction show later on this evening, so maybe I'll take some time out to gather my thoughts, and yeah, we can go through the game again. Not that I want to, but got to stick to formalities, I guess. And if you'd like to call in and have your say, a link will be available in the chat for you to do so. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you to Oz and Kabak, and thank you to Uri for your comments. Appreciate your engagement as always. Uh, if you have already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, that is it for today. If you do want to call in, we'll have a match reaction show later on this evening. And yeah, that's it. Can't believe that we've lost to Manchester United. 3 losses on the bounce in the Premier League. We've tried to do everything we can to get the point or get something out of the game, but it wasn't to be. But we'll talk about it later on in the match reaction show this evening. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, and I'll speak with you all later on. Goodbye.